Alright, so today we're going to be changing the AC pulley on my EJ255 WRX. Seems to be pretty simple because all it looks like is it's just the one bolt, but just to be safe we're going to pull off the cover just to have a little bit more access to it.
And just to clarify, we're changing the pulley and the clutch assembly because it's making a terrible noise. Unfortunately, we can't show you the noise because the belt that we had on there we took off. It was like a grinding noise, and you could tell it was the clutch when it pulled in because it was the only time that it was making it. And also the pulley was making a strange noise as well, so we went ahead and got this kit here. Offline, comes with a new clutch and pulley assembly like this. So that's what we're gonna install. So now that you have the cover off, we can, there is a, looks like a 10 mil bolt right here, and we're gonna take that off. Well, Tyler's gonna take it off. I'm just gonna watch him.
Good call on a 10.
It's not just because it says 10, it just looked like a 10.
Happy coincidence.
I don't really know, what do these numbers mean on the bolts? On stock OEM bolts.
Could it be the grade?
Possibly, yeah.
Well, one thing that you need to do is you need to take this and unclip that, because your new one will clip right into that.
So you're gonna unclip this, and it looks like this little sleeve here is gonna come out as well with the wire. Probably just have to get a screwdriver and pop it up. Also, when he tried to take this nut off, the clutch was spinning, so we're gonna have to figure out how to have the clutch not, how to have the pulley and everything not spin. There you go.
So if you're replacing it, you shouldn't really care too much about this thing. So I just shoved a flathead screwdriver right through this into there and just kind of started tapping on it until the bolt came loose. Now I'm sure that's not the best thing to do, but it worked. Look at it. Okay, now watch. Now watch. Watch, throw it in the trash.
It just clips in right there. You just gotta pinch that.
Pair of little baby needle nose pliers. Come on. Yeah, there it goes. And on the new one, is that kind of new little sheet thing here?
I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
So in that case, if it's got a new thing on it, I really don't give a fuck.
It should just slide out.
Well, should.
I mean, it should.
Hey, look at that.
I was right.
Chelsea was right. As per usual.
We are replacing his timing belt as well, so I ordered some new belts for the AC and alternator and everything as well while we're at it. Because since we've had it, we haven't replaced any belts, so we figured we don't know when it was done, so might as well do it. So don't do what we did. We accidentally chipped this, but there's a snap ring right around here that we're currently trying to get off. So that's what was right there.
And because I bent it, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, easily, I'm just going to put it on some flat cement, hit it with the hammer, and straighten it back out. Come on.
Probably just gonna have to let it fall.
Ah.
I think it's nasty.
Yeah, it is. And now that thing needs to come off.
So there's another snap ring all the way in the back to get the magnet off. So we're gonna use the same technique and get that off. So Tyler got the snap spring off. And the magnet. So here's what it looks like on the housing. We also accidentally broke this off as well, so oops. So I'm just gonna clean everything off.
Okay, now for the next part, putting it in the exact same way. Now, you'll notice on the back of the magnet, there's a little notch right here. You're gonna match that up with the same notch that is on your AC compressor. Which, the sunlight's not really doing it justice. It's right here on ours. Slide it over, and then you'll feel it kind of go right into it. And that'll go there, that I totally broke. This is going to be the difficult part. Because we don't have snap rings or anything like that to really get this in there, what I did to get this off is I basically used this thing, pried it up, and then put one of these behind it, and then just started prying it right around. And it deformed it a little bit, but once it's in there, it should still be fine and have plenty of clamping force. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screwdriver, whatever you can, get one edge over, and then hold it down in there with it. Which, if you have snap ring pliers, you don't need to do any of this, you just need to put it back on. But because I don't have snap ring pliers, and I'm also impatient and I want to get this done, you're gonna want to start doing is walking the snap ring all the way around, and eventually it'll snap right in. So that's locked in. Just need to follow it around one more time, make sure everything's seated. One click. Click, click, it's in. Look at that. Woo! There you go. So, 2 screwdrivers, flatheads, best friends. Okay, and then the next is going to be the pulley assembly. Doctor. This one goes on here like so. This is extremely hard to get on without any like proper tools. I tried just shimmying it back and forth because, as per usual on my car, nothing fits normally. So I got it to about halfway and then I couldn't get it anymore. So I just took a simple piece of wood, put it on there like that, and I just started tapping on this edge, driving it right back, and now it's fully seated on it. So now what we got to do is just put on the last retaining clip, and then I'm gonna put it on this way. So I've got it in there in a way that freaks me out a little bit. So we're gonna try and push this on really quickly. There's one side, there's the other. I think it's completely on. That thing's definitely not going anywhere anytime soon. All right, now we're gonna take our new clutch, place it on there.
Ooh, pretty.
Now, you do need to be careful with these because it's supposed to be able to spin freely. If you have a feeler gauge, that's really where it's supposed to be. And there's a little itty bitty spacer in there. So you may need to get a little spacer, which I'm probably going to have to do. Because it's, I don't know the exact clearance that it's supposed to have. But it's not supposed to hit it, I do know that much. So like, see this right here? I don't even have this torqued down, but it's grabbing the compressor wheel. So what I'm gonna have to do is take off the clutch and get a little itty bitty spacer, which I don't think ours came with one.
You need like a washer?
Ah, it
What is
actually
all
came.
that shit? Okay, so you should definitely
Open it all.
open all the contents because we just found new snap rings and washers and
I just wanted to use the old material, okay?
well, now we have extras.
But now I can actually explain it. So, in the bag of goodies that they gave you, so these are very thin spacers. It's just enough where it's supposed to give you clearance from your AC pulley and the clutch, which ours was making contact the entire time. So I'm not surprised if I'm gonna have to use all 3 of these and the original one that was on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna toss all these on there real quick. Place it over that. And place this over that as well. Which, from right here, just looking at it, you can see how much clearance I have. It wants to be just under that. So I'm pretty sure if I take off one of these, we should be fine. I'm gonna call that good.
You want me to pull this if you hold the pulley?
Yeah. Feel like it's torqued on there pretty good.
Yeah.
So it should have a little bit of clearance so that when that magnet pulls it, it'll make contact. But right now it should just spin nice and freely.
And make sure you plug everything back up.
Yep, that goes there.
Now we're probably gonna have to zip tie ours down because it didn't come with the clip.
I was just thinking, can I shove that in there? No.
So I'll just put a zip tie on.
Yeah, we'll zip tie it and make it work. But after that, I know which freaking way that goes. There we go. Push that on. Tuck that back there. Just get that out of the way for right now. And then other than that, all you need to do to finish this off is have the stretch belt tool to put that on. I tried using a crowbar when I went to just look at everything and it ripped it up, so I would definitely recommend using that tool. But other than that, that's how you do that. If you guys have any other questions, just comment down below. I'll try and answer everything that we can. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, follow us. You know, we're gonna be having some big stuff come up on the SR20. Until then, we'll see you guys then.